My daughter, please! Oh my God. Somebody get some help for my daughter. She's been hysterical. Oh my gosh, is there anybody in there?
See someone else?
That plane hit the house.
In Clarence, report of an airplane crash and a house on fire in the vicinity of 6050 Long Street.
When I had first gotten notified that there was an apparent aircraft crash in the village, going through my mind was, am I equipped for this? Am I going to be able to make this go?
Okay, easy now.
Here's the briefing right now.
Here's how this is going to go. I will update everybody with as much information as we have at the moment here. There's a lot of emotion out there, and we're not going to elaborate. We will give you the facts as we know them at this moment.
This was starting to sound like something very, very different. Did I have the tools, in my toolbox to deal with this kind of a large-scale accident?
I will start off by saying that obviously we've had a downed aircraft in the town of Clarence. One structure has been seriously damaged, and the aircraft is currently still burning.
I could hear on the radio the emotion over the fire chiefs that were responding on location, that they were nervous, they were concerned. These guys are seasoned professionals and they don't get rattled by a lot. But when you can hear that crack in their voice, you start doing that soul searching as to whether you're up for the task or not.
We have multiple fatalities. Those numbers are going to come out in a bit, I'm sure. I will say that this is a long-term event. The scene has been secured by the state police and a long-term investigation is imminent.
My role on the night of February 12th, 2009 was to bring some semblance of order to a very chaotic situation. I was able to pull together a group of various agencies, various authorities to help me put together a plan to mitigate a very complicated event. Being my own town, a small town at that, it was pretty hard-pressed not to find somebody that didn't know someone on that aircraft. I didn't want to know names of these people because that's just it. It makes them people. When it was all over weeks later, I started to learn the people, the faces and the names and shake hands and give hugs, and then it did become a very emotional event. Sorry, it got to the point where these were people's mothers and grandmothers and little girls, little boys, clients and friends for many years that are no longer with us. And that was really hard to take. If I had known all that information during that incident, I couldn't perform my job. What I'm hoping to be able to do here, speaking to and with my peers, is enlighten them on some of the field experiences, particularly with that incident. That incident showed me a lot of what works and what doesn't work. And after all these years worth of training and certifications, those nights and days and weeks after that particular incident really proved to me the tools that are effective and the ones that are not. Over my career, I've been faced with large-scale snowstorms involving 30 or 40,000 people without power for more than 2 weeks, and hydrous ammonia explosions and fires. I've found that less than 1% of my peers have some of the experiences that I've had over the years, and I really wanted to have an opportunity to bring some of my experiences to the foreground for their benefit, for their value. I've had the fortune to work with a lot of high-caliber responders on those type of incidents. That's something I'm trying to capture and then carry on to the people that are looking for that experience. A lot of my experience has come from on-the-job training. There are not a lot of courses that can provide you the on-the-spot expectations by a press team, by the public. They want certain information, they want it in a timely fashion, and if you're not hitting the mark in those first few minutes, the public is making a decision about how your incident is being run. There are a number of agencies and organizations I hope to be able to enlighten on some of these finer points. Whether it's a volunteer organization like Kiwanis or the Rotary Club, businesses that have contingency plans for emergencies, law enforcement, the fire service, EMS. Rather than figuring it out on the fly, I'd love to be able to give them some insight on what to expect and maybe a little better pre-plan on how to get involved so they can hit the ground running. For so many years, I've been the person sitting in the seats, listening to expertise on the stage. I've felt most recently, though, that I need to better bring my experiences to my peers sitting in those same chairs. There's a lot of opportunity out there for emergency managers and emergency services persons in the world today to garner from those experiences. And I feel like I kind of owe my peers my experience and my successes and failures so that they can expand on those and be all the better for it.